Hello and welcome to my next smartwatch review. Today we have the, oh boy, this is going to be a tongue twister. It is the model ZL54CJ Smartwatch. Now, if this is going to be a rugged military looking smartwatch, assuming I can get it out of the box. And if you haven't seen my reviews, then you don't know, what I'm going to do is show you what comes out of the box and then go charge this fully, wear it for several days, and then come back with my full, fair, and honest review. Aha! I really like the looks of this one, and that's going to be in the eye of the beholder, but I like this orange offset. And boy, that really makes the whole watch pop. So I like that. Let's see what else is in the box. I'm going to charge this, like I said, go wear it for several days and come back with my full, fair, and honest review. But you get to see what comes out of the box. There's a quick start guide. Poo-boo wear, it looks like. Yeah, you heard that. Poo-boo wear is going to be the app. And here is the smartwatch manual. It looks fairly easy to read and fairly comprehensive. There you go. That's what it looks like out of the box. Through the magic of editing, you will get my full, fair, and honest review in just a few seconds. But oh, there we go. It has a little bit of battery life out of the box, and we can turn that screen all the way up. So it does have some battery life out of the box. I'll be back shortly and tell you everything I think about it. Okay, I'm back. I've been wearing this for several days now, and I have to say I like it. Now, I got this watch accented in orange, and it has orange buttons on the side. I just think it gives it a little bit of a unique look, more so than all black. Those are the watches I'm used to. But this thing is IP68 waterproof, so that means it's good for splashes and rain and maybe a little bit more. And there's some conflicting descriptions online whether this is IP67 or IP68. So I would say play it safe. Don't plan to go underwater with it. Do not plan on swimming with it. But we scroll through. Let's go to the home screen. It has two buttons, one on the upper right, one on the lower right. Once your screen is active, and I always lift my wrist off, so I like to have to press a button to turn on the watch face to save battery life. But once you are there, you can press that bottom right one, and that gets you into your sports modes. And there's plenty of sports modes in here. I'm not going to run through them all because you can read that for yourself. But that's how these buttons work. Once you are at this screen, if you scroll up, you can get to your SMS messages, and these will pull in from your phone when tethered via Bluetooth, and assuming you have the SMS notifications turned on, because you have to do that through the app on the watch and give it permissions to do this. But you can read your text messages from the watch. All right, it's got enough memory, they say, for about 5 text messages. If you swipe down from the main screen, that gets you into some settings. You can change the menu style here. I like the list view, but you can get into the more icon-based look, sort of iWatch looking menu types. The top left icon you would press to connect to your phone to make Bluetooth calls. I've tested that, it works well. This has a built-in speaker and microphone, and it works very good as a speakerphone to take and make calls through when tethered via Bluetooth. It's got a little icon here below that. It creates a tone, and it wants you to shake the watch to get water out of it. So in case you get water in the speaker and microphone, this is the way to help expel that water. That's pretty neat. Your brightness setting, I've got it all the way up. Even if I turn it all the way down, it looks pretty easy to read. And then you got some do not disturb feature here, and you can get into other settings with preferences and themes and media, sound, and dial settings. Find your phone, low power warning, brightness, bright screen. Time, I have this set to 60 seconds. You can go down to as little as 5 seconds, but I like it to stay on during these reviews. Vibrations and ringing. You can look at the vibrations there, turn that on, ring and vibration, or mute. I like ring and vibration just so it's easier to hear and feel. You can change your language. You can go to your system settings. You can do a factory reset, restart, or power off. And you can get to about, and there you see some of the details of what this watch is. So let's go back to that main screen. I'm going to swipe from right to left. This gets you into your calling mode. From the main screen, if I swipe from right to left, that gets you into your calling mode here, and I can click on the dial, and these numbers are pretty easy to read and press and dial. Again, I've tried this, it works just fine. Here is your status indicator for the day in terms of total activity, steps, calorie burn, and whatnot. It just gives you a little visual thing of how much exercise and steps you've gotten in today. This is the heart rate. This has automatic heart rate, continual heart rate, and I'm going to let this go in real time so you can see what it does. But just to recap, it's got SMS messaging, BLE calling, multi-sports, 100 plus sports modes, continuous heart rate. It also does sleep monitoring. There you go. There's the current heart rate, and I'm gonna swipe to the next one here. This is SpO2, or blood oxygen saturation. Again, I'm gonna let this go in real time while I talk to kill two birds with one stone. But this only has the green diode, okay? So no red diode in this smartwatch. And the next screen, it will show blood pressure. And I will say it here in this video that these are not medical devices. This is especially not a medical device. Don't trust any medical information to be accurate. These numbers are for reference only. Do not make any health decisions based on numbers you get from this watch. It will pull in weather from your smartphone, okay? And it will get you into your sports modes. You can start training. And let's swipe from left to right now, and I want to go through this list because it'll get you to a lot of the same menu, but this is kind of where blood pressure is hidden. You can't get that on the main screen, I don't think. Again, not a medical device. Don't trust this to be accurate, but for reference only and to establish a baseline and to see if your heart rate, shoots up, or I'm sorry, blood pressure shoots up from what you're used to seeing, can be helpful. If you get a warning like that, that maybe is telling you go see a real doctor, go get a real blood pressure measurement from a real cuff. But this is a feature that some people like, some people hate. 123/76. For me, that's probably a little bit low, but that's where we are here, folks. Let's go look at the app, and then I'll come back with my full, fair, and honest review. The app here is called Pubu Wear, P-U-B-U. I kind of like that because it combines two of my favorite bears, Pooh Bear and Boo Boo Bear. So it's the Pubu app, bears, beats, Battlestar Galactica. It's a fairly basic app. I've never seen this one before, but here is that progress bar that you saw on the watch, also replicated here in the app. Here is your step count for the day, and you can go back through previous days. Here is your all-day continuous heart rate, and you can scroll back through previous days, all right? I'm sorry. Yeah, all-day heart rate there, and then you have heart rate on demand right under it in beats per minute. Here is your sleep tracking. I find this to not be terribly accurate. I think it's giving me way too much sleep. So that's the one negative aspect of this watch that I found, that it just doesn't seem to always know when I get up and when I'm awake. Here are your exercise records. This is a exercise I did in the gym after work today. It will give you your total time engaged in that activity. It will give you your estimated kilocalorie burn. All right, it'll give you your heart rate, it will get your average heart rate, it'll give you your maximum heart rate, your average heart rate, and here's your heart rate trace over the course of that measurement, and it gives you the amount of time spent in each of the heart rate zones. I don't know why it didn't do a better job than this, but it was almost a 48-minute workout, and it only put 7 minutes into one of these bins, so not sure what's going on there. But in general, these are not going to give you detailed workout records or anything like that, but it is kind of neat to track your heart rate over the course of a workout. Here are your blood pressure measurements, okay? And you can set that up to do automatically in the background, and you can look at it over time. You can go back through the days. That's pretty good. Your blood oxygen saturation limits here, or levels, are about the same. You can get into your sports modes. This is not a GPS watch, but if you turn on location services from your phone, you can get GPS tracks overlaid with your health heart rate data. So GPS from your phone and sort of the steps and heart rate from the watch itself. You can go into some settings here. There are plenty of watch faces, all right, to choose from. You're most likely to find one you like. And in each one of these different styles here, there's a more button. So in each category, there's plenty of watches. You can see that's the one I downloaded because I like it. That's the one I have on my screen there. Here is where you would turn on your message notifications for SMS, Messenger. You can see a lot here for Facebook, Skype, X, what used to be Twitter, Telegram, LinkedIn, QQ, WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, WeChat. You get it. There's a lot of notifications you can turn on. I like to keep those to a minimum because I hate being distracted when I'm either working out or working. So I keep those to a minimum. It's got an alarm clock. You can use this as a remote shutter or trigger for your camera on your phone when tethered via Bluetooth, do not disturb mode, find mode. You can change your units from imperial to centigrade or metric, and you can do either the 12 or 24 hour time. There's a more setting here. You can set a maximum heart rate warning if you wish, a sedentary reminder, drink water reminder. You can set up a 28-day cycle reminder, and you can decide to do all-day heart rate measurements, SpO2, and blood pressure. I have all those set up to do 60 minutes here. So as you see, okay, monitor once an hour, and actually SpO2 I have set for every 32 minutes. So you can set the rate at which you want those measured in the background. The more you make, the faster it's going to chew up your battery, the less amount of time your battery is going to last. Here's your low power mode. Here's again from the app where you can set the screen on time. You can restart, reset. So that's the app. Some personal settings here where you put in your height and weight. This is all wrong. I didn't set this up. But there is a third-party app here where I could tether this with Google Fit if I wanted to, and it would spit my exercise data to Google Fit. So that's it. Pubu Wear, basic app, but pretty solid and easy to grasp. So what are my final thoughts? I think, well, first of all, let's talk about the price point. This is selling for $20.98 right now on Temu. And if you're looking for a Bluetooth calling watch that I think is pretty beautiful, it's unique. It's got a unique look to it, especially if you get the orange offset color. Oh, look at that. I forgot to peel off the protective cover on the sensor, so this might actually get more accurate. And that's a reminder to you folks, always check for those little films protecting things. So I'm going to slap this on for a few more days and see if it gets more accurate, but for the purposes of this review, I would say for $21, this is a pretty solid value. Now, Temu did put a little bit of money in my account as an affiliate and an influencer and told me to just go buy some products in exchange for doing reviews. So that's what I did. That's how I bought this. But I can say anything I want to about this watch right now. I am not a shill for Temu. I don't care if I ever do reviews for them again. But if I can get a discount code or a coupon code for this, I will drop that in the description below. Go check it out for 21 bucks or less. If you're looking for this feature set, I would say it's a pretty solid value. This channel is primarily about kayaking and fitness, but I love to do these smartwatch reviews. So thanks for coming along with me on the journey, and stay tuned. I've got more coming. And if you want to check out more of my kayaking adventures, you are very much invited to see and visit me at davethekayaker.com. Stay tuned. I'll be back with some fresh reviews very, very soon.
When you want an extraordinary racing kayak made in the finest American tradition, or maybe just own a piece of American kayaking history, you want a West Side Boat Shop kayak, now available from davethekayaker.com. Westside Boat Shop Kayaks. The tradition continues.